What's it gonna be, Brandon? They can hear. You can probably hear you go. Yummy.
Yummy. Go up.
So what's it gonna be, Brandon? Tits or destiny?
Tits.
All right, we're JPBM. That was name that movie, win a prize.
Oh. The favorite in that video, he didn't really have any man boobs. Like, it was pretty flat. So I was like, he's a pretty big guy. Well,
yeah. Good job, Kyle.
Good job, Carol. No man boobs.
Yeah, it was like Jack Black's, I don't know, Zenith. Wait, a Zenith top or...
Wow.
Damn it, you try and use big words and you just look like an idiot on YouTube.
You mean School of Rock wasn't seen?
I think I watched that with my mom and I was like, ooh.
What else has been? Tropic Thunder. I mean, that was in his movie.
My jelly beans.
Yeah.
Come here, my jelly beans. Good job. What was it? Nacho Libre.
Oh, I've never seen that. The trailer always looked like just goofy and funny though.
Yeah, and he was in a movie called High Fidelity with John Cusack.
Is this a serious movie? It sounds.
It was like trying to be funny, but it was kind of like also a drama.
High Fidelity is like cheat. What's it about?
I don't know. John Cusack was trying to do something, and Jack Black was his friend.
All right.
Look up High Fidelity and let us know what happens. I'm not going to rewatch that movie.
Speaking of fidelity.
Oh, shit. Where were we? Oh. Caught me off guard.
We got distracted by Jack Black.
His
nipples.
He has a fantastic hair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Doodly ding. Oh, okay. So, I was in the bathroom at work.
Oh. Were you masturbating?
I always wondered, could you get away with that if you were just like, look, I was horny? Would everyone there be like, it makes sense?
I don't know. It's hard to say because it's kids.
No. Not on the kids. I mean, in life, if you're at Umeda Station,
okay.
and you're just like beating your meat in the bathroom, and then you open the door like, listen, come on, we're all guys here, and then yeah, okay, you close the door and you just finish.
So why are you even letting them know?
Because they can hear you. You got to be like, listen, we all know what's up.
I have a good silent masturbation technique. Because I had a small house and a lot of family members, so I was like,
excuse me.
So I've mastered the art of silent-bation. Silent-bation. I think there was a comedian that said, he was like, ladies, if a guy is making noise in the bed, he's doing that for you. Because we can come with no noise, just like, ooh. Well, if we're going, yeah. That's for her. So we don't look like a serial killer.
Have you ever...
We can. Just like...
Let me record that. I'm not going to cut this out. You guys can keep listening.
You guys know, if you're a guy, you can just fuck.
You can just fuck. All right.
With no emotion.
3, 2...
I can't do... Yeah, I can't. It's too late, man. It's gone.
All right, I'm done.
All
right, do it one more time.
We need to set a camera. Our next investment.
Go ahead. I'm not going to upload it.
I can't do it now. It's gone.
But it was so great. Damn it! Once I stop recording,
a girl had to be like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with this guy?"
Oh no! I got the camera on me. I'm filming myself.
You're like that? No, was something wrong? No, baby, it was great. That was the best sex of my life. The best? Yes.
You were making a peep. Okay, wow. I actually was listening to a thing on Reddit.
Yeah.
They have all these weird Reddit YouTubes where they're like, I guess they just copy and paste into a voice chat or something. And one thing was like from girls, they're like, we don't like it when we're sucking your dick and you're just staring down at us. So ever since I heard that, I'm like, I guess I could start making some noises.
Like,
So I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you're just like,
Yeah. But in my heart, I'm like, just stare at her.
yeah, you just alright. Do your thing.
Yeah, it's like, if you're good at your craft, just do it. Don't let me judge you. It's fine. Oh, wait. Oh, but yeah. How come it's perfectly fine for girls to be bleeding through their pants and you're like, I'm not allowed to say anything. But then a guy, you see him with a boner and you're like, that's disgusting.
Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Even guys will point that out. Look at him, he's got a boner. It's like, that never happened to you.
There was one girl that was bleeding through her pants. She had white pants. I'm like, bitch, you bleeding through your pants? You ain't feel that?
Wait, didn't that
It was a big stare. Like, how do you don't feel that?
Didn't that happen to you here?
Yeah.
Didn't you say you were trying to like let her know,
Mm-hmm.
but she was like being real rude to you?
Yeah, she's like, this guy's just trying to hit on me. I'm like, I'm trying to save your life, bitch.
Did she thank you afterwards?
Yeah.
Or apologize?
What? It was a weak ass apology. I was pissed.
Like, should be my sin.
I should have took a picture of it, but
So anyways, I was in the bathroom peeing.
yeah.
And I just hear, sumimasen. I'm like,
Does that work?
yeah. I'm like, is someone out in the hall saying sumimasen? Like, it sounds real distant. I look over, and just the female janitor just walks in. Sumimasen. It's like, I'm peeing here.
You were in the urinal?
Yeah.
All right.
And there's no dividers in Japan between the urinals, so it's like, here comes another rape case.
Did she slap your penis like, hey?
Yeah, what would happen if you did just turn and you're like, hey, how's it going? And it's like, you came in here while I was peeing.
She probably, I seen all my penises. All right, get that thing.
They're always really old, too, so it's like, they can't be shocked.
I don't give a shit about that wiener.
At what age do women stop being shocked by things you think?
Oh no, it would have to be a hog for her not to be shocked.
Or at least,
You think she'd be shocked if you just had a prosthetic like 13-incher? She's like, someone's like, whoa, what is that?
what do you mean prosthetic? I have one.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, I forgot we were recording.
What if you had like a prosthetic vagina and you were just peeing in the urinal? She's like, vagina?
How would that even work? That is off topic. Sorry, folks.
You gotta stick the tube up
Have
your
you
urethra.
have you seen that thing? It's like where girls can just piss in a funnel. Like they can buy a little plastic funnel and just like pee outside.
Yeah. I thought it was for everybody. I thought it was for guys too.
Why would you need a funnel?
Sometimes it's hard to aim, man.
Squad.
Squad.
Okay, so anyways, back to the topic at hand. We had one thing red pill about Japan. Brandon, take us away.
Oh, well, I thought you were starting this. I
actually have nothing.
You said you prepped?
It's a blank page.
Let me refer to my notes.
No, I got some notes. But can you just preface this with, just in case people don't know what red pill is, just give them a little understanding.
All right. Well, the red pill is basically you're led to believe one thing in life, and you find out this mainly applies to women, but once you go beyond, it applies to work, government,
whatever.
It's just like, okay, you just have to. It's basically question everything and find the truth. And sometimes people hate it because when you're finding the truth, it's
hard.
It's hard.
Truth hurts.
And the truth hurts. Usually not pretty, but it will set you free.
But a lot of men feel like fight it, but then it's like, but once you kind of understand it a little more, you're just like, okay, these are the feelings I had, but I couldn't vocalize it properly.
Yeah.
So
today we're focused on the red pill with women.
But this one's a little, I guess.
Like you could say we could say like a lot of content is red pill Japan life. Like we're saying shit that
people don't want to hear.
They don't want to hear it.
But I thought Japan was just anime. No, there's hardly any of that at all.
But but here's always the thing with the red pill. If you accept it, you'll actually be better off. You'll be like, okay, that hurted, but now I'm better.
What are the main where it's like Christianity has different divisions, like Catholic or Lutheran or Methodist or something? What are the different parts of red pill? Do you think?
Are you talking about like the different like blue, like only in the red pill, or are you talking like there's blue pill?
Because there's like stuff that focuses on this, there's stuff that focuses on a completely different thing.
Oh.
Like one is just kind of understanding
female nature, and
almost just like male nature too.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just owning up to what you are as a. This is what I like about it, where it's like at the end of the day, humans like to pretend they're not animals, but they kind of are.
Right.
So okay, so there's like male, female nature.
Yeah.
What's another different category you think?
Like business, everything, man. Politics.
Oh, okay. I mean specifically on dating and gender and stuff.
So you're saying is there different aspects in the dating?
So there's one, just understanding. Two would be, what is it? Pua?
Pua.
Are those related?
I don't know what Pua is. What did you say?
Pickup artist?
Oh, pickup artist.
I thought you were a master.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
all right.
there's just different aspects. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, this is, I guess, more focused on Japan. So I think I want to say, first of all, I think a lot of problems I had with Japan were actually problems with women.
Yeah.
Like, if I think about anytime I was like, man, Japan is really blah, 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 I'm like, oh wait, I'm just dealing with
a bitch
women.
Involved.
Yeah.
That is gonna be.
So it's like, it's kind of unfair to blame Japan, although they are to blame. Because these women are fucking out of their minds.
Yeah. I mean, that's how that also goes with like how we were saying, like sometimes we blame Japan, but it's really just city living. Like, man, Japan was like, it's just if you had the same problems in New York, man. But
right, yeah.
So that's part of red pill. Just all right, go ahead.
So one would be, for instance, like at Kansei or I had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But if I think about it, they were all women. Except for like one guy, but he lives in Okinawa, so it's like you can't even really hang out. But when I came back to Japan, I was like, man, how come all... And I was thinking friends. I wasn't thinking female friends, male friends. I was like, how come all these people don't want to hang out?
Right.
And then you're like, and it just keeps happening. I keep messaging this female friend,
this woman,
and she's like, oh, I don't think I can meet up with you. And then this friend, and then you're like, oh, okay. I wasn't thinking female friend. I was just thinking friend in general.
Right. Yeah.
But then in America, I think, all my friends, or most of them, would have been male. So it's like, in America, you think, well, all my American friends would hang out with me, but in Japan, all my Japanese friends won't. But then you realize...
Oh, yeah.
Then one thing I kind of realized through the whole red pill thing is, and this is the thing some guys don't really want to hear, is that girls kind of don't have friends the way we think about it. Like, they don't necessarily want to be your friend. They just think of you as a guy they are or aren't going to have sex with.
Yeah, it's true. This is crazy too, but you like...
And then once I realized that, I was kind of like, oh, that's why these people are always busy or whatever.
Girls' primary objective is to find the best dick she can find.
Yeah. And some of them, they got married, so it's like, that makes sense. You don't want to be like, please meet up with me. I know you have a husband and kids and all this, but you need to. But it's like, some people aren't, but still they, for some reason or whatever, they're not going to hang out with you, I guess. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm one of those people that don't believe in male and female friendships at all.
But here's the thing. I can do that, but it never works out from the other end. Like, but that's one of those things where it's like, people might say, "But aren't you attracted to them? Don't you want to fuck them?" And it's like, I guess on a animal level, like a biological level.
So are these girls that you say you can be friends with, are they hot at all?
I would say so. And it's like, you are attracted. You are attracted to them. Please believe.
Yeah.
Is the Dave Chappelle joke?
I
don't even remember what that was from.
I don't know.
Anywho. But yeah, it's just like, there are girls that I would actually consider friends, but then like, you're like, but why aren't they responding? Where it's like, you had like a connection deeper than just male female, like, or at least it seemed like it. But then it's like,
to her, she was like, "Nah, motherfucker, this is male and female."
But that's one of those things where it's like, I guess not from the other end.
Yeah.
So
what also happens, like with male friends, I'll actually like contact a male friend and have them do like some other shit that's real friend shit. Like, "Yo, I need you to do this for me." They're like, "Okay." You ask a female that you're only friends with to do some shit for you, she ain't gonna do that shit. She be like, "What? If you go like, man, I borrowed $10 from a male friend." Like, all right, here's $10. Yeah. You ask for $2 from a female friend, she's like, $2? I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna go broke.
so we're not really friends then. We're just doing some weird thing here.
And but
I'm just a side friend dick before you get your find real dick.
Yeah. But that is interesting, because with the when I was moving with the whole Hoshonin thing, like the guarantor. Well, maybe that's not a good example, because no Japanese person's gonna do that. But okay, just disregard.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Here's another story about my past.
Oh.
There was a girl from Kansai Gaidai who actually had the same name as my grandpa. But like...
What was the name? Can you tell me, or you don't want to say it on there?
Tony.
No,
I'm just kidding. But like, it was spelled differently in English, but whatever.
It's a Japanese girl?
Yeah, a Japanese girl. But it was at Kansai Gaidai. But this is weird, because like... And this is one of those things where we talked about so many times, if I only knew at the time... She was the one that would always initiate things with me. Oh. Like, she would always be like, "Hey, do you want to go out drinking? Hey, do you want to do this? Blah, blah, blah." But I guess this is good advice for younger guys. Like, learn to pick up on some hints. Like, even if you have low self-esteem or something, or you're just you're young. Or even if you don't pick up on hints, actually take chances with girls.
Okay, yeah.
Because the more I think about Kansai Gaidai, and with all those female friends, it was like, they probably weren't... Some of them were your friends to get the English lessons. But there was probably a good deal that were actually interested in you, but you didn't take any initiative.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they just said, "Well, fuck this. I'm not going to continue being friends."
Because some Japanese propaganda, like, Japanese girls don't do that. I respect that. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. In America, that means fuck, but not in Japan. But it's like, no, she wants to fuck.
Yeah. But, but then there's one of those things where it's like, you go back to America, you come back to Japan, surely she'll want to hang out. But this girl, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, first of all, this girl, when I came back, was like, always like, "Oh, I'm too busy, I can't hang out." And I was like, "But you were the one that was always wanting to hang out." And then I found out later oh, she actually got a boyfriend. So now she has no reason to hang out with me.
That's
and
how
it's
they do.
like,
that's how they do.
it's kind of cruel.
Yeah.
Like, strung me along for 5 years. And this was particularly annoying because this girl went to Australia for a year or two as like a... I guess Japanese people can do like this work abroad thing.
Yeah.
In Canada or Australia, you get one of the two. But she did that. Came back to Japan around the same time. And then I was like... Or somehow it got brought up like, it's real tough to actually meet up with people in Japan for us, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, yeah, I understand that. Because I didn't have any friends in Australia.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, so then you want to meet up? And she's like, no. It's like, well, what was all this fake empathy?
I said Australia.
Well, yeah, what was
We're
all
in
this?
Japan now.
What was all this fake empathy? Like, I 100% understand what you're talking about, but I refuse to help you. And it's like, that was actually really hurtful because I was like, oh.
I know exactly how you feel. Oh, so you're gonna no.
And I think, like, we quit talking. Like, she ended up getting mad at me because I was just like, hey, do you want to hang? Like, I wasn't even like, hey, do you want to fuck me? Or do you want to go on a date? I was like, do you just want to hang out? But that's not how they perceive it.
That could happen a lot in Japan, just like, or maybe just city life, or maybe just humans in general. I just notice more.
No, it's just Japan.
I'm giving Japan a fair shot, but like,
there's no need to. Just say it's them.
Some people, man, they ain't got no empathy. You be like, God damn, man.
Yeah.
It's like I don't give a fuck about it. It's like they don't even look at you as human. It's like, hold on, man. It's like, you like that thing. It's like, you know what I just said, right? I'm like, all right.
But yeah, that could... I don't know. It's just like there's so many different variables. It could be a country versus city thing. It could be America versus Japan thing. It could be a guy versus girl thing. Like, you don't really know.
Lost in translation. We don't know.
Where you're like, you think I'm typing, I want to hang out, but they're like, you want to rape me? Like, that's not what I said. Like, what?
It's crazy.
But yeah.
I remember one time I was like leaving a part-time job, but they were actually cool, so I wanted to leave them nicely.
Yeah.
So I told one of my Japanese friends, I was like, hey, can you, it was a girl, I was like, can you, no, I sent her a nice message. I was like, can you, give nice details. It says, like, the original message I sent to her to translate, I was like, I really love the time here, like you guys so much, but need this free time. Mm-hmm. And so I could do it, but, I want the pure Japanese way.
Yeah.
So she sent me the first message she sent me. I'm like, okay, but I looked at it and I was reading it. I was like, it was stone cold hard. I was like,
yeah,
busy, can't go to work anymore. Peace.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a minute. So I messaged like, can you like add that? Because the original message had a lot of emotion. I'm like, can you add this back in it?
Yeah.
Like, this is rough. Like,
yeah, there's two things.
Like, okay. I was like, yeah, add show me. It was like, busy. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. There's two things I want to add to that. That is one thing that you will hear nonstop in Japan. Just, oh, isogashi. Which means busy. And it's like, but it's not even necessarily a Japanese girl thing, but you will hear it a lot from them. But I heard it from guys too, where it's like, I don't know what busy means, but that must be a cultural thing where if someone says busy, you don't press. You just go, okay, whatever. And then you...
What the fuck busy mean? What are you doing?
I guess you get that privilege later if you don't want to hang out, where you just say, busy. Mm-hmm. But in America, you'd be like, I'm busy. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, I'm moving. Like, oh, okay, shit, I'm sorry. Yeah. But, or like, busy. Do you want to hang out later after you're not busy? Oh, yeah, maybe not. But that is one thing you'll definitely hear a lot. Here? I guess that's correct.
Here.
English is a weird language.
Hearhere.
Wait, here.
Here, say.
There.
There. You're. You're. There.
Okay, anywho. Busy. But another thing.
Yeah.
Another thing with Japanese, and this happened with a girl I was dating back after Kansai Gaida, I went back to my university. I met a Japanese girl, and I was like, I just want to fuck.
I've been to Japan.
We met up. I don't even remember how we met up, but then it was basically like, I just want to fuck. But then I remember one time she was like, I don't understand.
Go talk to him?
Hey, you know me. Oh, no, wait, no. What did I say? Oh, you don't got to worry about me. Look it up. It's called I Want to Fuck You by Momonga.
All right, go ahead.
It's not a plug.
Oh, plug your shit.
Okay.
It's just a good band.
Listen, this is a hard topic to talk about. We're trying our best. Okay. So, I went back to my college. I started dating this girl. Shrimp's here.
Towel's done.
God, terrible podcast.
I'm not sure that's what will come up in this. I want to see if that comes up. What time is it?
25:30.
I want to hear because here. After we're done, let's go back.
Hey, I'm not cutting any of this either.
Nah, I want to hear if 25.
All right. Are you gonna remember that? You gonna memorize that 7 weeks from now?
No. Like when we're done right now, we're gonna go back and listen.
Okay. Okay. So I started dating this girl, a Jamp.
Oh.
A dirty Jamp. And I don't mean dirty as in the people. I mean she was a dirty girl.
Oh shit. like hygiene wise or sexual wise?
Oh, she was a stinker.
What?
I mean in the bed.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just fucking. Okay. Tune back in.
She wouldn't shower for days, man. This bitch. So you gonna take a shower? No.
You know how Japanese shower at night and you're like, you probably sweat overnight. You want to take one in the morning too? Nope, we're fine.
Yeah, I had a friend that said that, and he was like, I took a shower now. I was like, I smell you. I didn't want to tell him that, but I was like, there's a hue. It's not as strong, but
I smell it on the train sometimes.
You definitely took a morning shower.
It's like someone will sit next to you and you're like, it's definitely you that smells. Like, it's 9 a.m. You might want to take a shower.
But they'll probably look at you and be like, oh, it's probably this foreigner that stinks.
I always wonder that too. But or do they sit next to us and they go, fucking morning showers. Terrible. They smell great. Anywho, okay, so I started dating a girl.
We don't need deodorant. I know. Oh, yeah, yes, we don't. No. I know. I mean, I know you don't use deodorant. That wasn't a compliment.
Yeah. We'll take another break.
No.
Okay, here's another thing about deodorant. So when I was at Kansai Gaida, for some reason Japan is always hot. In the summer, the buildings are hot because it's summer and they don't use AC. In the winter, the buildings are hot because they fucking crank up the heat to 1,000 degrees and nobody seems to notice but me. So I was in the library at Kansai Gaida in winter, just sweating my ass off. It was December. I'm just pouring sweat in this library because I'm wearing a hoodie because it's winter. I'm like, I can't take it off because I'm sweating my ass off. Like, it's just going to be pure sweat under this. And so, one of our, I wouldn't call her a friend, starts with an H.
Oh.
Sat down across from me.
Did she know you were there?
Yeah, she sat down. She's like, oh, hey, Chris.
Oh. You guys were there together, or she just...
No, I was just sitting there sweating.
Oh, okay.
I was just sitting in there sweating. And then she comes in and sits down across from me, and she's like, you smell like soap. Oh. Because, like, the deodorant.
Yeah, Because
December, got to crank up that heat for some reason. We're all wearing coats. We're fine. You don't got to turn it on.
Gotta take the coat off when you get inside, man.
But I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't even really respond to her. How do you respond to, oh, you smell like soap?
That means you should smell my dick. You think that smells good, you smell my penis.
Why don't you smell my breath? It smells like your pussy.
Oh.
Alright, anywho.
Like we said before
I was dating a girl in America from Japan.
Okay.
After I got back from Kansai Gaida.
So you were dating a girl in America from Japan after you were in Japan.
Yeah.
But you're originally from America.
Yes. But
you went to Japan for a little bit. She's originally from Japan, but now
she went to America for a little bit. Yes.
Now, did she go to the Japanese college in Japan?
Yes.
The same Japanese college?
No.
Okay, but she goes to the same American college.
That's where we met.
And you went to a Japanese college in Japan.
Yes. For any context.
I got it.
Okay. It's fine. Nobody's listening. Okay. So she said, we were dating for a while, and one time she said, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm like,
like what you're actually saying?
I'm like, my English? She's like, no, I understand what you're saying. I don't understand, like, the context, I guess. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just say what I feel. And she goes, yeah, in Japan, we don't do that. We just lie all the time. Like, anything, she said to me, anything we say has all these meanings that we don't actually say. She's like, but I don't understand you because you just say the, like, correct things. So I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting. Like, I didn't know you could confuse someone with not lying. or not, you know.
I think this motherfucker's just being 100% straight with me.
Or like not talking around a subject by just actually saying like, oh, it's quite hot today. What the fuck could he mean by that? Whew. 30 minutes in, I don't even know what we're talking about.
Oh, we still good.
Doodly ding dong.
What else you got? What else you got?
Day, Japanese women don't even give you the option of friend zone.
Ah, yeah, this is true.
Not in college. In university.
Yeah, college, they
in university, they'll use you for the English lessons.
Yeah. Or they secretly want to fuck and you're just too oblivious.
But that's with the girl where she was like, I don't understand what you're saying, where we have to understand from a Japanese perspective. They're not going to come out and say, I want to fuck. They're going to say...
all girls do that kind of also.
But sometimes there's an extra layer here where they might say, hey, are you free Thursday night? That could have some hidden meaning or something. But anywho, after college, one thing I've kind of noticed, I guess you noticed too, they'd just straight up be like, no, I don't want to hang out or I don't want to meet up.
Yeah, they don't fuck with the friend zone out here.
Where it's
At least not with us. I don't know, maybe
with Japanese guys,
maybe a Japanese guy has a different experience. I probably.
But there's so many times where I'm thinking, I'm not good up front, but I can kind of work my way into something.
Get through the back door, cut the screen open, put the tape on the window. You can break the glass.
Oh.
Unlock it and just slide in.
The BTK killer. He would no.
But nah, yeah, it's like
there's so many times where.
Now, do you like that or you don't like, or is it?
I do and I don't.
Yeah. So, in what aspect do you like that?
But what?
That they don't fuck with. I mean, a good aspect is like they don't fuck around with it. It's like yes or no.
Yeah, well, that is good. That is kind of good, but you're just like, I don't need to focus any of my energy on this relationship. I can just go, okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. But another part of that is like, any advice you give from any kind of red pill in America, well, is there a red pill anywhere else? There's no red pill in Japan, is there?
Ooh, maybe.
Is like, kind of, you need to be able to kind of talk and, I don't know, just be able to not convince them that you're worthy or anything, but just kind of be able to talk yourself up, maybe. I don't know.
Is this going into the language ability? Is that what you're saying?
I guess I don't have any language ability to explain it.
Not I mean like Japanese language ability. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just talking about like, okay, if you're trying to meet a girl in America, say you're like, hey, let's just exchange numbers and then I'll kind of talk my way into something.
Right, yeah.
But here it's like you don't even get that option.
Yeah,
it's either I want to or I don't sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's like it can be hard to like bitch, hold on, let me say something a little smooth in your ear.
Yeah,
give me a chance.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, he said that pretty smooth. But it's like,
But here it's like you might say something you could even think is smooth, or you're like trying to set something up, And they'll just be like, yes. No. It's just like, that's almost like a conversation error. Where it's like, I'm not getting the feedback to be able to do my part of the bargain.
Yeah. Some bitches can be retarded out here, man.
And I find that really annoying where it's like, you're not even attempting to, with some girls, you're not even attempting to humor me in any sort of way.
Shit, I had a situation I've been at the bar, and the girl would approach me. I'm like, what's your name? She tells me her name, and I'm like waiting there like, my name is this. Like,
yeah.
It's like, okay, I thought that was just a natural, basic.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, what do you do for work? Okay. Oh, okay. I do. Like,
but I don't know if that's a
language thing or
a Japanese foreigner thing where they're like,
the rules do change.
Sometimes it's like I feel like they don't know what to ask us. And it's like, just do the stuff you're supposed to say.
And that's the biggest problem. It's like, do the rules change? The rules don't change, girl. But if you're a foreigner coming in, they're going to think the rules are different.
That is
so you have to.
Hold on. That is something you should.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. That is something.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead. I'm fucking. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. I'm just messing with you.
Hilarious. American joke. Abbott and Costello.
We're talking about.
Oh yeah, that is something that's beneficial for. Let's just say American. I don't want to have to name off every fucking country.
You will name them all and their flags.
It's an esoteric joke right there. All right, so let's say American. You're coming from America to Japan, and you're like, oh well, if I say this, they'll respond this way. It's like, you're playing checkers. They're playing shogi.
Shogi.
You might think if I move my rook here, they'll move their bishop here. But I don't even know the shogi pieces. They all look the same. They're just like a hexagon.
That was
or a pentagon.
You said they all look the same.
Okay, here's another thing. I was friends with a group of 3 Japanese girls in Kansai Gaidai.
Ooh.
And they told me all Japanese look the same. And I was like, I don't think that's true. All 3 of you look differently. And they're like, nah, all Japanese look the same. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They don't. Well, funny thing is, I have one manga, a certain manga, the one that I was telling you about, and like, the artist, when I first looked at it, I was like, why do these people look so weird in the manga? But then the more I kept reading, look at the picture, I'm like, these people look very... It's not that they look weird. It's like, these actually look like real people.
Yeah.
And then I have other mangas like, yeah, I've never seen this motherfucker, this woman in my life.
Yeah.
But I'll have to bring it in to you and show you next time. But like, when you look at it, it will take you aback because like, first it looks like the author's being crazy and drawing like weird characters.
Yeah.
But then it starts to seek in. We're like, oh no, I've seen this motherfucker. And then you're reading like any manga, and you're like, any other manga, you're like, nah, this is not what people look like.
Oh yeah.
And I was saying this because at one of my schools I work at now, like these kids, there's some kids that are really good at art. It's like crazy. Mm-hmm. And they'll like draw artsy versions of themselves, and it's always like cute and interesting. But I'm like, this don't look like you.
No.
This is the cute version of you, but this is not you.
It's funny.
Is this how you see yourself in your head?
All topics about Japan always come back to teaching English somehow. Like,
we trap.
I want to
let me out.
Piggyback off that.
I'll die in a English room.
I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help. Let me out of this miserable life.
Get me out of English teaching.
So anyways, when I was at the junior high school, I would walk around after school and check out all the clubs. Not a dance club, you idiot. I would go to the English club.
I was like, wait, dude.
The art club, the tennis club.
It took me a second, but I got it.
The basketball club was not good at basketball. And the coach would just sit there and go, all right, they're practicing. Better just continue sitting. I'm like, you could teach them how to shoot and dribble. No. Teach me how to dribble. So I went to the art club, and they were doing some famous paintings. And I was like, these all look good, but they just look off. And I was like, oh, they're doing like manga goofy eyes and goofy hair versions of actual paintings. I'm like, but isn't it better to draw things that look like real? Like, why did you say this very famous Renaissance artist isn't as good as my anime drawing version of it? Like, why wouldn't you try to be more accurate? Anywho, women. So, you're going to run into so many problems just as a foreigner. And apparently, like, wasn't there a guy who also said this kind of in a blog post or something? He was going around Asian countries and he was...
right.
He like got turned down more than like in other places. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, I'm trying to specifically. Yeah, he was like,
yeah.
He was like, he was a white guy. He was like basically debunking that if you come to Japan as a white guy, girls are gonna fly over you.
Which, like, that's another thing where it's like, if you live here, that's gonna ruin, or if you don't live here, this is gonna ruin your your interpretation of Japan.
We're about to go to negative subscribers with this comment, man. We're gonna go to negative subscribers. He'll be like, what?
You're not like... I don't know who's perpetuating this stereotype.
I don't know.
It can't be foreigners. And it can't be Japanese. So who is perpetuating this?
It's weird, but both say, like, we go to Japan, it's like, oh, you must be really good with the girls. They love foreigners. It's like... No.
And then if you talk to Japanese people, oh, you must be really good with the women. No. It's like, well, who is perpetuating this?
Who started this?
Who started it? Who's perpetuating it? Like,
I don't know.
It's more it brings up more questions than it answers.
Or did some guy go to Japan and they're like,
and he just happened to do good in like 3 weeks, let's say.
Or I was going to say even worse. I was going to say like he didn't do good, but he was embarrassed. He was like, oh, dude, it was so easy.
And
either one.
Off of that, I traveled in Japan for 3 weeks, just going around before Kansai or anything. And I got back to America, and everyone asked me, so did you fuck a lot of girls? And I was young, so I had to lie and be like, oh, I was like, oh yeah, it was real easy. And then they're like, well, tell some stories. I'm like, you just go out and then you fuck girls. and it kept going so long. I was like, do you guys even care if I had fun or not? Like, you just keep asking how many girls I fucked.
So what about that pussy?
And then I think that kind of clicked with them. They're like, oh shit, that is kind of weird. Like, but that could be a thing where it's just like so many people strike out here that they just go, oh yeah, it was great. Like,
that was a funny story. That reminds me back in high school.
Yeah.
Like, all my friends were like, Brandon, black dick, you fucking a bunch of girls? So I was like, yeah, I am. And then one day my friend was like, my real close friend's like, Brandon ain't fuck all these girls. I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. You get me fucking my shit up. Like, but that was funny. That just reminded me of that situation.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm going back. What are you saying? What do you say again?
Oh, well, that's just a hard part about being a guy, where it's like you almost have to lie about how much pussy you get.
Hey, fella.
But then, like, you hear from girls like, he just fucks and like, well, which is it, bitch? Do you want me to fuck 100 girls, or do you want me to fuck 0? Like, well, I want you to fuck 100 girls and then fuck 0 and fuck 100 girls. Like, I can't deal with all this. Can't I just fuck a good 50 and then call it even? No, I'm gonna fuck 100 and 0. Okay. Next, doodly ding dong doodly day. Okay. That's how I announce each new part. A lot of Japanese women, it seems like, at least for me, would rather be alone than even go on a date with someone. Like, there's a lot of women that, like, I thought, listen, I'm doing you a favor, and you're treating me like shit, and you're, like, not even going out with me for, or maybe you did, but then, like, oh, I'm too busy. It's like, I don't think you have any options. Like,
some of these bitches, they stay at home. Like, a lot of these bitches will not leave home unless they're married.
And, like, you'll even talk to them, and it's like, what did you do? I work, and then I go home. It's like, well, do you want to go out sometime, hang out, like, when you're free? Like, nah, I don't think I can do that. It's like,
but maybe that's their delusion while they're fucking single.
But then, like, you'll be like, I wonder how old they are, and you're like, oh, you're like 38. Like, this hasn't worked for you for like 20 years.
It's like, girl, you gotta switch up your strategy here.
And I kind of like this. I don't know if that's like a Japan specific thing, because I don't really think I've met a lot of girls like that in America. I mean, a lot of girls in America that I was kind of friends with would, like, at least have boyfriends,
or at some point they realize, like, I gotta kind of have to get whatever I can get.
Yeah.
Japan's like, no.
But it's like, I don't know what happens to those girls. Do they just stay single and, like, bartending forever?
I guess they wait till their parents die.
And then they get the house.
Get the house.
But yeah, it's like, I don't understand that. Like,
it's craziness.
But that's another thing I don't understand. Where if it's like, is that a foreigner Japan thing? Where it's like, if I was
Japanese guy,
if I was Nakamoto-san, would you be like, would you put up with going out with me? I don't know.
See, that's the thing. Most likely.
I need answers from a Japanese person, but they're so fucking secretive.
They are. Hey, is the sky blue? Is the sky right now? Is it blue? What is blue? Nihon. Is the sky blue?
It's a yes, no, or maybe answer.
I gotta this day. Like, what the fuck? This is not an exaggeration. This could have to be a real conversation.
Whew. This is a rough one.
No, we made it through. We got it through.
No, I mean, for me personally, like, just talking about women.
Oh, it can be
it's
rough.
Soul crushing. And, you know, it's weird, like, if you're living in Japan, you might want to just fuck foreigners. Because
I think one of these foreign people I know, it's a guy and a girl. And let's be honest, if you come to Japan, if you're a guy, you want to fuck Japanese girls. If you're a girl, I guess you want to fuck Japanese guys. Okay. Because they look at the celebrities, so they want to fuck Japanese guys.
But I've never met a girl who was like, I really want to have a Japanese boyfriend.
I've seen a few that was like, I had the yellow fever. I'm like, okay. So they're both white. So here's the thing, like, so they've both been in Japan for a while, and they're like, they got together, and they're like, yeah, fuck these people. So they're happy together.
Oh, wait, a foreign guy and a foreign girl?
Yeah, so they got together in Japan, and they're like, they're pretty happy together.
Oh, okay, so they just keep living here, but they're like...
Well, she's actually in college, and he lives here and works here.
How's the guy?
What do you mean?
She's in college, so she's what, like 23? He's already working?
Nah, she's doing like a grad school
okay.
or something. But the thing is, like, they're like, they're like, they got each other, like, yeah, actually, we're actually happier just being with each other, you know?
And one thing I've noticed 3 days ago, if you meet up with a girl that was born in America, sometimes they're just easier to talk to. Not even the language thing, it's just like the cultural barriers.
Right.
Where it's like, even if you have lived here since, I don't know, like, let's say 10 or something, or 12, whatever, maybe you just still get that American, it's the dad input. It's never the mom. But it's like, it's just like, it's like what I was talking about earlier with the girl who was Japanese, the whole, like, I don't understand that you don't have all these hidden meanings with what you say. Where it's like, you might be better off dating even like a half Japanese girl or a Japanese girl born in America, because like you might relate more culturally.
But I want to date that Japanese girl I see in the magazines.
That's just a picture, bro.
I want her with her fake eyelashes.
I can't stand that. Why do they do that? It looks good.
And all the makeup.
Like, you're naturally pretty.
And the heels. Oh.
You're naturally pretty.
I was in the Maida just sitting down talking to a friend.
Yeah.
And some girl walked by in high heels. And she was struggling.
Oh, I love that.
She was struggling. And I looked, I was like, here's the funny thing. I was like, man, I don't think she can walk in them high heels. The minute I said that, she was like, she really fell. I was like, oh shit. Because I was like, her legs are looking kind of weird. I was like, oh, dude, I don't think she can walk in those high heels.
Yeah.
She fell. I was like, holy shit.
It's the Bambi walk, like the baby deer.
Yeah. I think she's having a hard time. I'm like, oh my god, she to prove my point.
And here's where I'm like, is it easier just to do all that goofy shit that no one cares about, or is it easier just to develop a personality? Where you're like,
do goofy shit.
It's like no guy's gonna see you fucking stumbling and go, oh, that's beautiful.
Look at her.
She
walk.
Can't even walk. And in Japan, they have heels, like 8 inches thick sometimes, and you're like, who are you fooling? Like, I can see your shoes. I know you're not this tall. But it's just like, it's like, is that easier than just trying to develop yourself as a person?
For women, it is.
How come I can't do that? Why can't I just wear clown shoes and walk around Umeda going, look at me, I can't even walk?
It'd be so much easier. Be so much easier. Like, girls bitch about makeup and stuff, but if the roles were reversed, guys would just do it no problem. We'd be like, hey, we'd be all maked up, we'll be all dieting and fit. Girls would come up to guys and, hey, how you doing? I'm with my bros right now.
Leave me alone.
we're just in the circle doing the crip walk.
I feel kind of scared right now. I'd really appreciate if you would just step away.
Hey, you like Dragon Ball Z?
Every woman asks me if I like Dragon Ball Z.
I know. Kamehameha! Yeah, okay, this bitch thinks she knows Dragon Ball Z. The girls are studying manga and anime.
And then, like, the real desperate girls, did you read Dr. Slump too?
One Punch Man, pow! Oh, yeah, she's pretty cool. I just wanted that dick. Come here. You don't have any manga in here. Give me that dick. I'll call you later.
I don't even know which side you were doing that. We're not even that drunk. We're just... You talk about women for an hour, you get loopy.
Loopy. It's been an hour. All right, I gotta take these these towels home and put them up to dry. Is it still raining outside?
No, it should be good.
All right, I'm gonna take these towels and we go dry them.